There's some other things like other entrants that I kind of want to get your guys' view on too. So we have Valve and the Steam Deck. That's done about 3 million units, maybe a little bit more than that in 2023. Do we think that is a viable candidate? And let's also juxtapose that against the new Sony handheld, which was introduced in May, Project Q, which is coming out in November. So how do you think those fare together? Very similar offerings, right? But what's up?
I think if you think about competitive alternatives, you're always with a handheld device, you're always going to be comparing against phone, right? And I just don't know what, I mean, well, so exclusive content could be one thing, but then is it dramatically better? And look, I'm a guy who has owned, almost every DS. I own a PSP, and it's just with the phone, I just think it's a very difficult challenge to build and communicate a value proposition when everyone's got a phone. So I don't know. I'm a little bit negative in terms of some of these handheld offerings coming up, but I hope I'm wrong, but skeptical.
These feel like very 2021 things where there was lots of free capital and people were just throwing stuff at R&D to see what sticks because they're all coming out now. I think to JK's point, like with the Xbox today, like they don't need a handheld because you can just cloud stream to your phone. Like I can go sit outside in my backyard and play MLB The Show or whatever game I want to play, stream from my Xbox on my Wi-Fi network. It's not going to be I wouldn't play Call of Duty doing that because I'm going to have lag doing it. But like to play something that's offline where it's just me, like that's a great, and whether it's my phone, a tablet, whatever device I already have, like I don't need another thing to go with that to do that. And so I just think it's a product that was designed with this work from home, we're all going to be home forever mentality. And it doesn't really fit the modern world that we're in where, everything changed very quickly after changing very quickly and how we live, work, and play and everything. And I think over time, if cloud really becomes competitive on a latency basis, like then these things could potentially become valuable. But again, your phone does it too. So why would you spend $300-400 on something that your phone can do? It's the same argument for like VR. There's not great or differentiated content yet. You've already got to own a $500 PS5 and then you got to spend $500 on a headset. It's like, so it's $1,000 gating for content that isn't great. It's the same content. It's just an extra couple $100 to play it on a small screen where I need to wear glasses anyways. It's not an optimal experience. And I think it just misses the boat.
Yeah, it's like when the iPhone came out, everyone stopped buying iPods, right? And now this strategy is like, okay, well, we're going to try to disrupt the iPhone with a single purpose gaming device. I don't know. I just think it's going to be very challenging.
Yeah, I would say like a lot of this was emulating the success of the Switch, which again kind of beat them to market in this arena. I would say Sony's got a way better chance of making a dent in this market than Valve. But I would also say like Microsoft has said they're not interested, and I continue to believe that that's true. And there's companies like Logitech and others filling the gap. I think that is a huge losing proposition because if you don't own the distribution, there's no reason to be in the gaming hardware business. So that would be a big loser, in my opinion. I guess the other.
I think the Sony Project Q would be more successful if it wasn't tied to the PS5, right? If this was a standalone device where you could buy games and play them directly on it rather than remote play from your PS5, then you're competing with the Nintendo DS and all of the Game Boy, spawns all the next generation there, right? That's a different market opportunity you're going after. Now you're saying I can have PlayStation IP wherever I want it. That's a cool concept. To tie it to the hardware, to PS5, I just think that opportunity basically is gone.